In this real-world application of scale drawings, a city map uses a scale of 0.5 inches to represent 500 feet. The distance between an airport and a hotel on the map measures 4.2 inches. Calculate the actual distance from the hotel to the airport. Okay, so the first information that we have here, when we read any math text, the first thing is to collect the information that has been given. So this is the important information that has been given that we can use to find what we need. Okay, so you underline the information that has been given. We know that 0.5 inches represents 500 feet, and then we know that the distance measures 4.2 inches between the airport and the hotel. But then what will be the actual distance on the ground? So the scale says that 0.5 inches is equal to 500 feet. Okay, by multiplication, one strategy of solving such problem is to get a unit scale. A unit scale means you want to get what 1 inch will equal. Okay, so to get 1 inch, we simply multiply 0.5 by 2. Okay, or we can divide by 0.5 on this side and divide by 0.5 on that side. Whichever. This will give you times 2 here on this side. Dividing by 0.5 or dividing by a half is the same as multiplying by 2. So if we multiply this by 2, then we get 1 inch. Okay, so how did we go from here to here? We did times 2. Okay, why times 2? Because we're trying to get to 1. Okay, we're trying to get to 1. So times 2 means 1 inch equals 1,000 feet. Okay, so we can get different ways of writing this scale, but the scale will be equivalent. All right, that said, we want to find the distance 4.2 inches, the actual distance of 4.2 inches on the map. So actual distance will be 4.2 inches equals blank feet. Okay, so we want to fill in this gap. Now we notice that using this scale, if we multiply this 1 inch by 4.2, then we get 4.2 inches on this side. So that is what happened to this 1 inch. So on the other side, 4.2 inches, okay, remember 4.2 is the same as multiplying this side, this 1 inch, by 4.2. So 1 times 4.2 is 4.2. So 4.2 inches equals 1,000 feet times 4.2. Okay, so we basically multiply this side by 4.2 and multiply this side by 4.2. Okay, so 4.2 inches. So on this side we're getting the answer in feet. So 4.2 inches is equal to 4,200 feet. Okay, so the actual distance on the ground is 4,200 feet. The actual distance of 4.2 inches on the ground will be 4,200 feet. And just for extra units of measurement, 4,200 feet is the same as 1,400 yards, because we can divide that by 3. They are 12 inches in 1 foot, and there are 3 feet in 1 yard. So if I divide this by 3, I get 1,400 yards, okay? And this is approximately, it's not exactly, it's approximately equal to 0.9 miles, okay? So the distance between the airport and the hotel is 0.9 miles, okay? Very close to a mile, so it's just not very far. Once you come in, you can lodge in the closest hotel, which is within a mile from the airport.